making another stop. Check this out. I don't know what this is, but it's been sitting here for a really long time. It's freaking crazy cool. Man, it looks rough though. Some kind of fiberglass body. So we're checking out these two cars. This one right here is a 77 Sterling. This one over here is a 69 Oldsmobile. And what was your name, sir?
Steve Gordon.
Steve. Okay, so Steve, tell us a little bit about the Oldsmobile. So you said you got that, I went to the Army?
Yeah, well, in November of '69, I ordered that. I traded in my '66 GTO convertible for that.
Wow.
And I ordered it in November. It didn't come in. I got drafted and went into the Army in December of '69. And I didn't get to see the car until March of '70. My dad picked it up and it was sitting at home waiting for me when I got
So your dad picked it up, brought it home, so as soon as you got back home it was already in the driveway. Wow. So it's a 69 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
70.
70, okay.
Ordered it in November of '69.
Gotcha. What motor is in it?
It's a 350.
350, okay. Automatic?
Heck no.
4-speed?
Well, it came with a 3-speed on the column. It was supposed to be a 3-speed on the floor.
Really?
And I already had a Muncie waiting for it.
That is nice.
When I got home, I found that shifter was on the column. I said, you got to be kidding me. I went back to the dealer. I said, what's the deal on this? And they said, well, that's the only way it would come out. And I said, if you look at the build sheet, it's supposed to be on the floor. Well, can't do anything about it now. Your dad accepted it. Anyway.
And it's what it usually, so it was black, and then what color was the interior?
White.
White.
Yeah, it's kind of a pearl white.
Wow. That is such a cool looking car.
Oh yeah.
Again, he bought a brand spanking new in 1969. Check this out. 70 Oldsmobile. What is that again?
Still got the Fort Campbell decal on the bumper.
Does he really?
He's in the service.
Wow, look at that. Fort Campbell. Airborne. It's freaking cool. So cool that he basically ordered this car when he got deployed and had it ready for him when he got back. Same thing with on the Sterling. Look at this thing, it's so freaking cool. Wow. Weather is definitely getting to it. Look at the interior inside this thing. It's all white interior. Obviously, the weather's getting to it really bad. Oh, it looks like he had it for sale one time. Oh, no, not for sale. Don't even ask. This was his, basically his, he said this is his first car?
First car.
First car.
Bought brand new.
Brand spanking new, you bought this thing. Man. Weather's starting to get to it though, man. Look at the quarters, getting a little rusty. Yeah, front fender's getting a little rusty crusty. Now, again, with the Sterling here, this is a, you said it started life as a 67 Bug. And then it's a 77 Sterling body. It's got Western wheels on it. And then what was the motor again?
1835cc Volkswagen.
And it's put on 150 horsepower to the transaxle. And it's got a 4-speed in it.
No, it's putting on 150 horse to the rear wheels.
To the rear wheels.
In horsepower.
Okay.
Not brake horsepower.
Yeah. And
big difference.
The whole car's fiberglass. Super neat.
And I've been reading about Sterling since around '73. Except they were called Novas back then. They were invented in England. And these boys from California, better known as California Component Cars, went over there and bought the molds and the rights to build it, changed the name to Sterling, and started putting them together in California.
Wow, so that's how it became.
That's where I ordered mine from.
So you ordered from California? So, Southern California? Or is it like northern?
About midway, just a little bit north of Los Angeles.
Okay, it's like probably Bakersfield out there.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
And then after I ordered that, the first couple times, it had a cylinder that lifted the top. And jerking with that thing trying to get up, I asked him, I said, is there any other way? Oh yeah, we got a hydraulic kit.
Mm.
So I ordered the hydraulic kit, which like I said turned out to be that power mount. Put all that into it. And then I ordered they got this kit where you drop it in there, it has pop-up headlights.
Huh.
That's sitting up in the attic. I never did get to that.
So what he's talking about is that whole top right there, the side windows, windshield, that all flips up.
Yep.
And it's got basically a hydraulic pump that's in this front bonnet right here, or the front hood section, and it got full of water and basically killed the pump. So that's what he was talking about.
Yep.
We're gonna go check it out.
Went ahead and like that day that we finished it up, that was in August of '81. I just got back from Korea, and we finished it. I got back in February, and it was sitting on our back porch. And
So pretty much every time you left for the service, you got a car ordered up. Heck yeah, soldier! You treated yourself good.
Went in and wired that thing front and rear, and like I said, we got it almost to the end of the driveway. And it snapped the half shaft back there.
Wow.
Got it together, filled it up, and my sister said, you got to come up here for my wedding. I said, okay, we got a surprise for you. So
Showed up in that thing?
in September we drove all the way up to Connecticut to her wedding.
So you drove from here, Kentucky?
Hopkinsville.
Hopkinsville all the way Kentucky, or Connecticut, sorry, excuse me, from Kentucky to Connecticut in that thing.
Yep.
Wow.
We were north of Columbus, and that little thing on top there is the mount for the CB antenna, so we were on a CB with the guys.
He's got a CB antenna right there, that little black thing.
That was back in the day when CBs were big, and I was sitting there talking to this trucker. We're heading on up there about, I know we're doing about 75 miles an hour. And these other two trucks went by, and one said to the other, said, hey, did you see that little white car? And, I said, that's nothing but an old plastic component, kit car. He said, that ain't nothing. I told the guy that I was talking to, I said, you gonna be up to the truck stop that's up by Akron up there? And he said, yeah. He said, I'll buy you a cup of coffee there. He said, I gotta teach a couple guys a lesson. And I punched it, and that's where I found out that I'm limiting it to 123 miles an hour. Because that brought it right up to 7,000 RPM. I mean, just as smooth as silk, and that thing was screaming. The faster we went, the more it pushed down to the ground,
Yeah.
And I went past those two trucks. Well, I was just getting up to those two truckers, and this one said, hey, remember that little white car you said was nothing but a little plastic kit car? He says, yeah. And he says, well, he's about to blow your doors off. And I went right past them like they were standing still. So,
That's awesome.
but like I said, I limited it to 7,000 because there's no way I'd get Wolfgang to work on. Hell, he's probably dead now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm not, But yeah,
Cool. Quite cool.
that's a little awesome little car. It really is.
Great memories, man. It's gotta have some great memories. So here's the car we were talking about. 77 Sterling. Started life as the 67 Volkswagen Bug. Just a neat body style. Really neat body style. I mean, look at the back of it. That is just too cool. You take this, get rid of the Volkswagen engine, you put an LS swap in it. Ooh-wee. This would be rad. This has got like that futuristic 80s look, man. Knight Rider style. He's got old Western wheels. And then again, this whole top piece, this is all one piece. I mean, it's got glass. Look at that thing, it's so cool. It's got like a I don't know what that is. That must be like a CB antenna. Yeah. That is a dead animal in there. I don't know what that is. That's pretty gross. Did you use? Look at the back of this thing. So freaking cool.
So we jumped in it. I gave it
Way freaking cool.
There's something wrong.
Great story on this car. Again, this would be super rad with an LS swap. Look at that whole Sterling. Yeah, he has a pop-up headlight conversion. That'd be pretty rad to see that. Way cool. So this is where the battery goes, and then there is the pump. That pump is what opens that whole hatch, and that's what went bad, is that pump. You could see it sat in water and ruined the pump. So yeah, and then it looks like there's some starter solenoids up there. This looks like your
Brake master cylinder.
yeah, it looks like master cylinder. It says Metro.
That's the manifold that distributes where the fluid goes.
Gotcha. That's crazy. It's clear plastic line. Oh man, that's gotta be kind of brittle.
That's what's inside too.
Wow, crazy. Pretty dang neat. Okay, we saw something else pretty cool. I don't know if you can see way down in here, but there is the original plate. It says Sterling Sports Car Kit, California Component Cars. This is San Lorenzo, California. Wow, that's freaking rad. And then I don't know if you can see here, but it's got Stewart Warner gauges. Ah, it's so hard to see in here. And then this is a raccoon, dead raccoon in here. And mummified. See if I can get it closer on there. I can't get in there.
I'm pretty sure those are video gauges.
The Stewart Warner.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
See how long it's been since I've been here?
Yeah, the hinge is rotten, so go ahead and remove that. And then you can see in here, look at that little back window. And then underneath here is the motor. So let's see if we can pull this up. Wow.
That's the beast.
Yeah, look at that little thing. Wow. It's got some dual Webers.
Engine oil cooler.
Yeah, engine oil cooler. It's crazy, this is all it is, a little motor. Yeah, some braided lines.
It's an engine oil cooler.
Yeah. Cool fun fact is, look at this. These are ducts for the air brakes. They got them on both sides. They duct down into the brake system. Pretty freaking cool.
Dual Weber carburetors.
Yep. And then this over here, this is the stern for the fuel. And here's another air duct brake. Pretty crazy. All right, we're going back up. We're pulling out the driveway and we see him coming out the door with his hand out. Let's see what he got. I think he's got the original book for that car. Let's look.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Holy smokes.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, seriously, look at that, 1977. Here's the instruction manual. Look at San Lorenzo. There's the phone number for it. Oh my gosh. Locating a Volkswagen Bug. Wow. Look at that. Insane. General specs. This is what to keep off your Bug. Oh, wow. So basically you take your Bug and then you can convert it to this car.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how to remove the body. Removal of the VW body still. Look at this. This is how you fasten it down. That is crazy.
That whole thing is one piece.
One piece tub. Super cool. Wow. This is so neat. Look at that.
The 10 commandments of this.
What was that?
10.
Oh yeah. 10 important locations. Freaking cool. Look at that. It tells you exactly where to cut on the pan.
Wow. And that's the insert you put in there to drop, make it lower.
Wow. Look at all this. How to
Mounting
fit the
the
fuel
gas
tank. Yeah. Steering
On
column.
this, you have to cut the, you have to re-notch the place where the,
And clock it down.
no. You have to rotate the steering box down so that the wheel comes a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's
only about a
dash bolts.
quarter of an inch.
Man, this is super cool. Oh my gosh, look at the wiring on this thing. It tells you all what the wiring is. Look at that. This is how you generally lay out the wiring. Look at, wow. Pretty simple wiring. It's all color coded. More of the wiring. It's more about the wiring.
That took the longest.
Look at, here's all the ducting.
The ventilation on it.
Look at that. Look at how it all routes. Wow. Yeah, there's that port right there. So the port actually serves 2 locations. It goes to the front and it goes to the rear. Wow. Super freaking cool. Look at that under the nose. Hints and suggestions.
And there's one of the things that says do not turn that wiper on unless there's water on the windshield.
Really?
Because it's a huge wiper and it's a single one.
Yeah.
And it says,
Wow.
could bust it out.
Optional powers. Wow. So look at this. You got a Volkswagen chassis. You can use an Olds Tornado or Eldorado engine that came out of the 455s and 500s.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Personal note on Mazda conversions. So use a Mazda. You got the Saab you can use for suggestion for motors. The Ford, Dodge Colt, Vega, Pinto,
Alpha.
Alpha, Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, BMW 1600s or 2002s. They got the Datsuns. Wow. Here's more of the optional power plants.
And there's even more now. The guy who's building them now offers a tubular chassis for it.
Wow.
And you can literally put anything in them.
Yeah, there's the headlight bucket conversion kit.
Yep. That's up in the attic.
Up in the attic you have it. Never put it on yet. Wow. Man, this is so rad. Look at that. That is freaking cool.
That's for the computer that you saw in the middle of the dash.
Oh, that computer.
It's Comp Cruise.
Comp Cruise installation manual. Yeah, I saw this. There's this little keypad up there. That's freaking cool.
You're going down the road, it'll tell you exactly how fast you're going, regardless of what tires you have on it.
Huh. Some more of that wiring over that Comp Cruise. So freaking cool. Servicing bulletin. Installation on Comp Cruise fuel sensor. Wow.
Yeah, you can't use it with...
Look at that, a Hurst shifter. That is so freaking cool. That is awesome. Stewart Warner gauges are in the car.
Yep. I see that.
There's the more Stewart Warner gauges. This is all the gauges in the car. So freaking cool. Oh, there's the hydraulic system. Look at that audio Vox stereo system. Yeah.
I seen the speaker today.
What you can't see is
Rap
there's
sheet.
it's a console.
Look at this stuff.
It's got the radio and it's got a cassette player in it because that's what we had back then.
Sterling was once the world's fastest kit car. Now it's a Sterling Sovereign. That's what
Sovereign,
that Sovereign.
Mm-hmm.
Sterling Sovereign.
They made that before they went out of business.
Freaking cool. So neat. Look at the tech sheet. Man, that is freaking too cool. And you have this all in a nice binder. That is so awesome. We got a little stuck there.
Yeah, it's a little off center.
Yeah. Get it past that point here. There we go. Look at that. So cool. Well, awesome. Well, again, another super cool find here in Kentucky. Again, we had to make it our own video for just these 2 cars. So yeah, make sure you check out the other episode of all the other cars that we found here in Kentucky. We're basically just kind of in the backwoods, just hitting up these little side roads. So make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.